Hey guys, what's up? In Zeklory BBG 101 here with a deck profile with my friend Kid. So what were you playing today?
PePe Magicians.
And how'd you do?
Undefeated.
Awesome. Alright, so congrats on that. Why don't we go ahead and go straight into the deck profile.
So, 3 Skullback Joker. The card is broken.
Makes the deck, doesn't it?
Basically. 3 Insight and two of those guys and one of those.
Really? I see a lot of people preferring 3 of Dragon Pit and only 1 of Dragon Pulse. What's your logic?
This is not the Odd Eyes or the straight Magician build. It's more geared towards PePe.
Alright, so you're going to focus on the scale 5s, I'm sure?
This is just in there just to have a high scale and some pop stuff. I want to have more of these because they're level 4, so I can use them for rank 4 plays, and then for another card, which I'll explain later.
Alright.
3 Lusters. Sometimes this card kind of clogs, but
I was about to ask about that. Have you ever considered cutting it to 2?
I might cut this to 2. Really, 3 is not really needed. 2 is just really perfect. There are times where I have opened up 2, and then like 2 turns later I do the 3rd. So it's like,
Yeah, that would definitely suck, honestly. Yeah.
3 Juggler. I don't have to explain much about that.
Yeah, it's pretty much common sense for the clowns.
Flush. 1. I had 2 in there originally, but I took it out for another card. I'll explain that when I get to it. 1 and 1.
Yeah, I actually see a lot of people not playing Half Trigger because it's like if you open it, or draw into it, it's not always that efficient.
Well, this is the reason why I actually play it. This is a Reptile Engine. So I play this guy. The level 4 Magician Earth guy, I can use him. Or Hat Tricker, I can start Hat Tricker. And this first turn Beast,
It's OP.
It's just crucial. I won so many games just by summoning Beast. And then people who have this card, they don't side deck it. They refuse to side deck it out.
Is this also used for Barkion or something?
No, not really. This was just there. I actually swapped this for the Mirror Conductor.
Really?
Because it was just a searchable target off of
King of the Pharaoh
King of
Imps?
the Pharaoh Imps. This was just a subpar, and usually I search for this, and then like my opponent try to blow my schedules or something. So I'm like, all right, next turn, if they don't kill Pharaoh Imps, I'll search him, and then I have an easy scale.
Alright.
1 Garnet.
You don't want to play more?
On this card.
You don't want to play more than 1?
Um,
I see a lot of people playing 2 now.
I would love to play the second, but I don't know. This has been doing really good. Actually, I haven't drawn it all day today, so that's really good. Come next format, you won't need to play this card anyway.
No, you won't.
Double Maxi. I want
Pretty
to play
standard.
so bad.
I find that 3 clogs, personally.
I just like to see it opening hand, and then just to resolve it, it's just nuts. So it stops Magician players in their tracks.
It really does, unless they're going to OTK for sure. I mean, like, you're going to have multiple damage jugglers if they're confident enough and if they're getting enough plays in. Which the Maxi will definitely help you achieve that, but it's never guaranteed. It's rather unlikely, actually.
That's it for the monsters. For the spells, 1 Foolish, 1 Pendulum Call.
Why only 1?
To be honest, I really don't like this card. Everybody on my team is playing multiples of it. I really don't like this card. But it's too good not to play. I was playing 2 and I cut it down, and I see it when I want it, and when I don't, usually I side it out games 2 and 3.
Really?
Yeah, I usually side it out.
Granted, you aren't playing Oath Dragon either, so it's like you have less Magician targets than most of the other players. So there's that, I guess.
Right. 2 Instant Fusions.
You don't want to play 3?
There's times come up where I wish I had. I wish I was playing 3 so I would see it more. But it came up right when I needed it. I drew it right when I needed it earlier, and then I opened it. So I think 2 is fine.
All right.
2 Brilliant Fusions. Everybody's trying to play 3. 3, in my opinion, will be really good so you can see it.
Yeah, at that point, you really want to run 2 Garnet, if anything else, if you're going to play 3.
Yeah, that's when I would recommend you play 2 Garnets if you're really playing 3. But since I've downgraded this to 2, I haven't had a need for the 3rd. I seen it when I seen it. If I didn't see it, I still won the game anyway, so still good. 3 upstarts,
Of course, pretty standard.
and then 3 the best card.
Wavering Eyes,
Card
2
needs to
OP.
be gone.
Limited. It needs to be limited.
No,
It
it's
needs
just
to
that
be,
card. It's
it needs to
banned.
be gone.
It's
This
3
card
or
needs to be
banned.
gone. Like it doesn't need to be at 2. It doesn't need to be at 1. It either stays at 3 or it's gonna get banned. Like
I personally
think
just
it should
vote
be.
1 because it stops you from locking your opponent for more than 1 turn. It just stops them 1 time because you wouldn't even get to search another one at that point.
for the extra deck, I think I used every single card except 1. I
Really?
got my tokens. They're just
Yeah, they're tokens. They're tokens.
German, hard to find those.
What?
Yeah, they're German.
That's kind of humorous, actually.
1 Norden and 1 Saffrite.
Have you ever come to a point to where you used Instant Fusion to go for Seraphonite?
No, I haven't. I usually just instant fusion this. There are times where I instant fusion into this and then went into Emerald and put this back into extra. It was stupid, but
Yeah, that definitely would make sense considering that you have that ability.
yeah. My synchros are Beast,
1 Nat Beast.
Omega, and 2 Ignisters. This card is broke.
You definitely need 2, don't you?
Unfortunately, I only dropped it like twice today.
Really?
Actually, it was once. But he put in work today. This card is just retarded.
Omega is just amazing.
It's too OP.
It deserves its $46. Yeah, it deserves its value.
Exceeds 1
Ptolemaeus.
1 Emerald, 1 Majesties, 1 Diamond, 1 Castell, 1 Furrow Imps, 1 Trapeze,
1 Pleiades.
and 1 Diamond.
You don't play Durandal?
I do not play the Rendell. I haven't found a need to go into it. This is the only thing that I really need to go to. Because when I set up first turn Beast, I'd rather have him on the board. And then like game 2, I usually I'll show you my side deck in a minute. But I wanted to keep turn because usually not a lot of Pendulum players are playing Palomaru. So whenever I ask to side out Wavering Eyes, they'll take it, and then I just hit them with the Beast play.
Yep.
And this protects it from them actually special summoning Hat Tricker or Gigabyte to get over my field.
Yeah.
Durando, I don't think Durando really needed that much.
Especially because it doesn't really do too well in the mirror match anyways, because it only stops the normal spells and traps.
Yeah, so, and then my side deck, 1 Karn Gorgon. This is the other reason.
So I could
It's set up for my first run plays. Against Cosmos, I can summon him, flip Iron Wall. They can't really get over it. Against Merrimack, I'll put this on the field if I can't go play these. Put Beast, and they can't get over it. Like, it's just good. I couldn't find a room to put it in the extra.
Yeah.
2 Bailers, ranging from Merrimack or Tellers. This really came in clutch against Tellers. A whole different tournament, but just phenomenal. Third Maxi.
Look at that ulti.
Yeah, I wish.
That's
I had
beautiful.
3 ultis. 1 Raigeki. Usually for when I'm going second against any opponent. 2 MSTs.
Pretty basic.
Obviously. 3 MVP card. Magical Springs.
I see a lot of people not wanting to play that, especially in the mirror match specifically, or at least whenever they're playing the Pendulum decks themselves because they have to discard.
Yeah, this card is so nuts. Like usually, I sided in against basically Merrimack, but usually when I'm going second, I usually sided in quick. But man, I have had my opponent play 2 Wisdom Eye, and I was like chained. And I got to draw 2 cards. I just
Yeah, it's just too good overall.
I just a Trick Clown, and then they were stuck with 2 5 scales for 2 turns. So
All right, we have 1 minute left, by the way. So I'm gonna go to pitches.
3 Iron Wall.
Pretty self-explanatory.
2 Decrees.
All right, you wouldn't want to play 3, would you?
Nah, I have them hobby leagues.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
You all.
All right, so yeah, again, congrats on the win, and I hope you continue doing well, both in locals.
Shout out to Team TNK, Top Notch Kings. Shout out to Cafe. Shout out to all my homeboys and everything. So.
Yeah, shout out to me and Zeklor BBG 101. Please
Check his channel out, y'all.
Yeah, comment, rate, subscribe, and peace out. And don't forget to subscribe. Seriously, I swear you're gonna forget. Peace out.